Alrighty, so the first first seven measures of the song, we've talked about doing broken chord, right? So page 74 here. So the first measure 1 through 6, the broken chord that we're doing is, the first chord is B flat major. The melody already has the D in it. So when you do broken chord, if the melody is already taking care of that note, we don't need to repeat it on the left, right? So for that first measure, that would be the broken chord right there. The second measure is an E flat minor 7 with a B flat on the bottom. And the melody has an E flat. So you don't need this E flat down here, and you can break that chord then like this. In practice, it's almost, you can think of it as a G flat major, inverted, and the melody has the root, right? So here's measure 1 through 4. I'll play it once, so observe it, and then we can play it together after that. So measure 1 through 4. Give it a go together. So same deal here that I just did, measure 1 through 4. Let's try to do it together. I would put thumb on the right hand on D and like prepare for this, because this is what's going to be happening, right? All right, let's try it together. 1, 2, 3. Measure 5. Now check it out. Measure 6 is the same as measure 2, but because the melody is going higher on measure 7, I would change the fingering. To measure 6, have E flat with finger 2, turn to finger 1 on F, so you can get all the way up to that D on measure 7. So from measure 5, look over here for a sec. So we have measure 5, measure 6 with the turn. And then we said that A half diminished, we were going to do a open arpeggio, right? So open arpeggios, they take care of the triad, root 3, 5. But they don't take care of sevenths. In the 7 there would be a G, so I'll put the G on the right hand under the melody. So that's what you're playing here on measure 7 on the right hand, the melody plus the G. And on the right hand, you're taking the notes from the A, half diminished, and you're doing an open arpeggio. So you play the bottom note, the top note, then the middle note you play an octave higher. Let's do that measure together. Measure 7. Get ready to open that arpeggio. We'll do measure 7 a couple times. Ready. And one more time. Measure 7 again. Again, that top note is the melody. Here's the 7th. Ready. And let's try now from measure 5 all the way to the end of measure 7. Get ready for measure 5. 1, 2, 3. And then the last thing there on that measure, D7, we're going to do, we talked about doing a root 7 on the left, a shell voicing is what we call, and then the middle of the chord, F sharp and A, will go on the right hand, plus the melody. So from measure 7, check it out, here's measure 7 and 8. I'm going to play it once and then we'll play it together a few times. Measure 7, measure 8. Let's try that together. Get ready for measure 7. A half diminished. 1, 2, 3. Make sense? So far, so good. Any questions? All right, now let's look at measure 9. Measure 9, I believe we said root 7 on the left hand as well. Is that what we did? I think so, right? So here's G minor 7, but we're saying left hand, just root 7. So root 7, middle of the chord needs to go to the right hand. And check it out, the middle of the chord already includes the D, that is the melody. So that's what you're going to play on measure 9, on measure 11, and on measure 13. And also on measure 27. Now that I see it. All right, so here is G minor 7. For the D chord, I believe we said that D7 on measure 10, we were going to do an open arpeggio. So open arpeggios, again, here's D major. It's missing the 7, so the 7, the right hand is going to play the 7. And the left hand is going to open the arpeggio. So it'll be root 5, middle of the chord an octave higher. Let's play that open arpeggio together. The left hand, starting on the D, D with the pinky. Finger 2 plays the 5th, which is A. And the thumb goes all the way up there to play the major 3rd. So let's play that together. Ready, and now let's add the right hand. The right hand has the 7th, and the note on the melody is E flat. So this is what the right hand is going to be playing on measure 10 and 12. Let's put it together. So here's that measure 10. Watch it first. So each note on the right hand matches with one note of the left hand, right? Let's play that together. Measure 10. Ready, and last time, just that, and then we'll do the entire line. Ready, D7. All right, so in context here, I'm going to play that 3rd line. Check it out. 1, 2, 3. G minor. Measure 10. G minor. Measure 10 again. 10 again, no, 12, sorry. And measure 13. So from measure 9 to measure 13, there's a bit of that pattern, right? Root 7, followed by open arpeggio. Root 7, followed by open arpeggio again. Measure 13, root 7, followed by open arpeggio on measure 14. So measure 14, open arpeggio on C, will be pinky on C. Finger 2 plays the 5th, which is G, thumb up to E. And we have here a flat 7 on the right and the melody above it. So measure 14 should look like this. One more time. Measure 12. Ready, and I'm going to do measure 13 and 14. I think I said measure 12 before. That was wrong. I don't remember what I said. Sorry. But here's measure 13. And here's measure 14. And then measure 15 and 16. The left hand is just going to play the root. In the right hand, we use that formula for the sus chord where we build an entire triad, a major triad, starting on the flat 7. So the flat 7 of F is E flat. So we play a E flat major triad plus the melody. So that particular this particular formula of playing a major triad starting on the 7 gives us the F7, 9, and 4 for that sus4 chord. And then the next measure, we just need to take the 4 down to the 3. So here's measure 15 and 16. 15, 16, and then just melody. So I'm going to play line 1, 2, 3, 4 for you guys to watch, and then I'm going to take a little break and upload the video, and then we can look at the second half in a little bit. So here's measure 13. G minor 7, root 7. Measure 14, open arpeggio with the 7th under the melody. Measure 15, 16, melody, measure 17. In measure 17, that 5th line is the same as the first line.